Clear your graves or we'll clear them ourselves. That's the ultimatum given to families at Yateley in Hampshire whose loved ones are buried in the town's Heathlands cemetery. The council has decided to enforce its own long-established rule that graves should be plain and unadorned. But by doing so, they're reversing recent practice, and that's angered and upset relatives who say they were left out of discussions. Roisin Gauson reports.
Tributes to loved ones who've passed away, but these memorials are no longer welcome at Heathlands Cemetery. Families have been told to get rid of them by the middle of next month. David Cox's mother has been on antidepressants ever since his father died 3 years ago.
My mum still comes up here every single day and looks after his grave. And she meets people up here and they talk and chat to each other. It's like a little community. And also they just want to take it away, put some grass down. We just don't know why.
I think the agenda is that they want a lawn cemetery, so it's a lot easier for them to cut the grass. I don't think it's anything to do with it being a lawn cemetery. I think it's just saving money.
For the Wilkinson family, it's a matter of principle.
It was his last wish, and it was something that we wanted to carry through.
We're devastated, and he would have been, because we can't fulfil them now.
The council say the cemetery has always had strict rules as to what type of memorials are allowed. Over the last few years, there's been a rise in more elaborate grave plots.
On the one hand, others are now copying that, and on the other, people are saying, well, if you're letting them do it, why not me? So it got to a stage where the council had to act. We didn't want to be heavy-handed, but now a decision has to be made one way or the other.
There are 1,320 interments at Heathlands Cemetery. The council sent out just 90 letters of consultation. Of those, 30 came back, 26 of them calling for the lawned look to be restored.
They said they were particularly interested in consulting with those people who had chosen this particular cemetery because it was a lawn cemetery. So I felt that that was trying to bias the response that they got.
Adam Brown was killed in service in Afghanistan. He asked to be buried at Heathlands. Only this week his grave was altered to fit the new policy. These families now have less than 2 weeks to do the same, but meeting today strengthened their resolve to keep things as they are.
People realise now that there are a lot of other people who feel very similar, and now we've all met finally. I think we're going to go forward from here.
The council wouldn't confirm exactly when the clearance would take place. They said they'd see how many people had complied in a fortnight's time and decide what action to take then. Roisin Gauson, BBC South Today, Yateley.